So Flo, thank you for taking the time to speak to us today. The 24-25 season has now come to a close. We've just finished by winning the Harrods Sport Women's Trophy. How do you reflect on our campaign?
Yeah, great end to the season. Finishing with some silverware here at Carrow Road is always a brilliant way to end the season. Finished 2025 in a real high, loads of momentum, loads of confidence going into that final game here at Carrow Road. And yeah, we managed to retain the Harrods Sport Women's County Cup for the third year running, and yeah, nice way to end the season and move into next season.
You mentioned it there. We've been close to promotion 2 seasons in a row now. What are the expectations of next season?
Yeah, it's super frustrating that we've finished second 2 seasons in a row, only missing out by a handful of points, 2 points on this occasion behind eventual winners Real Bedford. And we know that the margins are so small for error in this league, and we know that we can't afford to take our eye off the ball for 1 second and for one game. And next year that's going to be the focus. It's going to be all focused towards becoming champions and trying to achieve promotion to Tier 3. That's the next step for us, and we're not going to shy away from that. That's what we're going to go after next season and do absolutely everything we can to try and achieve that. But we know it's a difficult league, and we know that we've got to be on the money each single week.
Anna, what changes can we expect to see over the course of next season to help achieve those objectives?
Yeah, so there's some really exciting changes going in, and I know 3 years ago when the women's team was integrated into the club, we had so many things to prioritise in year 1, year 2 and year 3 of the journey around workforce development, bringing in skilled members of staff such as Andy Cook, head coach, who's been an excellent addition this season, and really underpinning the foundations of the programme around the training model, the integration at the Avant Training Centre as well, increasing the training load for the players. And we've done that incrementally over 3 seasons now, to a place where, it's really exciting, really positive next step for the club to be able to, be compensating players next year and be offering contracted terms to current members of the squad, and also, some external recruits that we hope to bring in to really strengthen and really try and push towards not only achieving promotion to Tier 3 next year, but also really building a solid foundation to grow from in the future, because we have high ambitions and we want to keep climbing through the divisions. And yeah, this is really for us how we want to evolve and shape and push women's football here at the club and girls football on in the future, because we know that it's a really important part of, 1, our community, and 2, what our club's about, and being able to provide opportunities to try and push through the pyramid. We have big ambitions. We want to try and reach Tier 3 next season. That's 100% the aim, and will be the goal and the objective for everybody, for us working here at the football club. But we also want to build some solid foundations moving forward in the future, and really build a squad and build a team that's capable of achieving more than that as well.
So you touched on recruitment a little bit earlier there. How will being able to offer contracts to selected players help us in that area of the club next season?
Yeah, it gives us an opportunity to protect some of our players who, we really want to build a future around moving forward, and we will be able to offer a small number of contracts to some existing members of the squad next season, which is excellent. And we also will be able to widen our recruitment pool and bring in some external players where we've never really been able to compete with other clubs in the past. Players in and around East Anglia and, slightly further adrift, Essex and moving sort of further away, where, we can now actually offer terms where players are, they think about coming to Norwich. We've got superb facilities in the Avant Training Centre. We've got exceptional workforce and a programme and a footballing athletic programme that supports both development of individual players, but also to go and really hone in on achieving promotion next year, because winning is what we've got to do, and to do that we have to strengthen, as other teams naturally will also strengthen. So to be able to offer these contracted terms and to be able to compensate players from both internally and externally is a huge step, and it's a real landmark moment for the club.
It's now been 3 years since the women's team was fully integrated within the club. What are the key moments of success for you in that time?
Yeah, 3 years since the women's team were integrated. Feels like it's flown by, and every day is brought up different challenges, different moments of success. And yeah, I think we've had some brilliant games here at Carrow Road where we've attracted, a new diverse audience to football, both young families, but also maybe people that have never been to the stadium before because they might not have been able to get a ticket to a men's match. We've also seen the Lionesses come back here and play, and our geographical area is so strong in the sense of our community who's together and feel as if we've got a real sense of belonging. And yeah, to be able to keep pushing and evolving the women's programme here at the club is almost that vocal point of the community, and we've seen that at fixtures at the Nest where fans come down and it's the highlight of their week, and also here at Carrow Road. But we want to keep growing that, and we want to make sure that the fans can still come with us on the journey as we now hope to really push our foot down on that accelerator and try and really hunt after this promotion next season.
And what does playing at Carrow Road mean, not only for the players but for the club?
Yeah, games at Carrow Road are super special, not only for the reasons around attracting a new audience here and a different demographic that might not usually come to games here at Carrow Road, but yeah, from a footballing perspective, it's an amazing opportunity for both the players, the coaches, the backroom staff to show all the hard work that gets put into training sessions on a week to week basis, where they can really go and show everybody what we're about. And those memories as well will live with both players and staff for a lifetime. And yeah, we hope that next year when we play more fixtures here at Carrow Road, that hopefully the one at the end of the season is one where we'll be celebrating with some silverware, and that silverware being the Women's National League Tier 4 trophy. That's the aim next year.
So we go into the new season unbeaten in 2025. How are you feeling around the next campaign?
Yeah, it's exciting to be going into a new season, not only having been unbeaten in 2025, and credit to Andy Cook and the staff for really driving that day to day and week to week at the training ground with the players. And we are excited. These changes to the programme, being able to offer players contracted terms with the club, a real landmark, positive, super positive step to be taking. But the one thing that fills me with lots of confidence is this is the first season where we finished the season with our head coach, and we'll be building, preparing with Andy to go into the new season. And when pre-season rolls around on the 1st of July, it's so exciting from my perspective that Andy's had a year already in charge, and next season's a year where we can really try and push towards achieving promotion. And yeah, it's super exciting for that to be the case, because yeah, we've not been in that position the last few seasons. So yeah, in terms of how we're feeling about moving into next season, only positive feelings. And if we could fast forward to the first league game of the season of the 25-26 campaign, whether it's home or away, I'd love to be there right now and see how everything looks, and also for the fans to be behind us and really come on the journey with us.
And just finally, how closely have you been working with our sporting director, Ben Napper, in the development and progress of the women's team?
Yeah, so Ben and I work super closely together. He provides great direction of travel in terms of, how do we evolve, how do we develop and grow the programme, but do it in a way where we're going to get the most gains on the pitch. And that's where we're now at with our journey. It's about trying to make the most gains on the pitch, and every second counts when the players are in our environment. And Ben's been instrumental in the support he's given to myself, and also, we're about to push the accelerator down another notch and go again in terms of trying to pursue that promotion next season. And a big part of that is the ability to operate out the training ground. The training model next year will be 3 nights a week, but also a day session for our contracted players. So that is as close to a professional model as we can get where we are right now with where we're at in our journey. So we're really stretching everything, and now we have to try and make sure we can eke everything out of the environment and the programme that we've created. And Ben's been a big part of that, and I can only say thanks to Ben and all the other executive committee members at the club who only ever champion women's football and only ever provide great input into how we can develop the programme and become a real force to be reckoned with in the women's game.